Karen, let's toss it over to you, and you can tell us what's happening over there at the Department of State in the directorate that you're working in. But I'd like to just take a couple minutes. I know you've done this a couple of times, but I think it's worth repeating because some folks may know what that organization does. Others that have worked with it in the past, as myself and others included. However, it's a very important part of the Department of State. And people a lot of times think about the Department of State, diplomatic security, consular affairs. Give us 2 minutes on what what that organization does, and then talk to us about what you're doing in regards to enabling it with cloud computing.
Sure, thank you very much. So the Directorate of Defense Trade Controls is part of the Political Military Bureau at the Department of State. And what we do is we work with the interagency that includes DoD and Commerce, and we basically adjudicate licenses for U.S. exports of everything that's on the United States munitions list. And so it's a big deal in terms of the mission of making sure that what we're doing is providing export authorization only to those programs and deals that that make sense for national security. And so we basically had a really antiquated set of on-premise solutions that were in a private network and really didn't have a lot of transparency even to our own workforce. And so I came on board about 5 years ago with the charge of modernizing the organization. And this is an organization that adjudicates billions of dollars worth of defense articles and services, hundreds of billions of dollars. And so it was really, really important that we get this right. And the data is really very, it needs to be, the systems need to be secure because the data, the technical data is really important. And we don't want that to be in the wrong hands. And so just last February, just a few months ago, we finalized the launch of these cloud native applications. And we're using a variety of different cloud platforms, including Microsoft Azure Government Cloud, ServiceNow, Box, Okta, and Tableau. And that's what we've done in the first phase of this. And so we started out small, like Paul was talking about, and we did some of the easier applications 2 or 3 years ago. And like I said, in February, we did our main applications, and those are in Microsoft Azure Government Cloud. And so all of this is native cloud applications. So we rebuilt everything. And we also, as part of that process, we looked at, how are we doing our business and using different technologies to make sure that our data is more transparent to our users, that we can do more reporting, that we can have industry partner with us in ways that they were never able to do before in terms of more real-time communication about a license. So if we need additional information, we can do that in real time and make it more efficient. And I also agree with what Paul said, just in terms of, you want to be effective and then efficient. And we're sort of on this journey of working with industry and working with our internal stakeholders to do just that, to make it more than just effective, to make it more efficient now so that we can adjudicate licenses and registrations and other items that we do more quickly, because that really matters in terms of the industrial base being competitive, is to be able to do this quickly so that we can be attractive in the global marketplace.
Sure.